Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So, I just got finished listening to Tariq Nasheed's debate against Jared Taylor, and I just want to take some time to share my thoughts about this debate. The first thing I'll say is this. Tariq Nasheed was in over his head. He didn't provide solid information. He didn't rebut a lot of the ridiculous things that this guy, Jared Taylor, was saying. And he just recited a lot of simplistic slogans and talking points without providing concrete information to refute a lot of the points that this guy, Jared Taylor, put out there. And I think that it was a missed opportunity to dismantle white supremacists and alt-right talking points. I think that Tariq Nasheed failed miserably at debating this guy. So this guy was talking about all kinds of things, and Tariq Nasheed's responses were very weak. Um, and also, I don't like the way Tariq Nasheed views white supremacists and so called white supremacy. This guy essentially makes it appear as if these white supremacists are almost like godlike figures, like they are all wise, all knowing, and all powerful, and that black people are weak and helpless because this guy described these white supremacists as the smartest people. He described them as all powerful, basically, when you boil it down to its essence. And at the same time, he described black people as weak. He did this in the presence of two white supremacists. I would say that these people, they probably classify themselves as alt-right, but they are white supremacists. That's what they are. So he's basically bowing down to these people, telling them how powerful they are, how smart they are, and how weak black people are. And he's telling these people that there is no solution to white supremacy. Meaning that there's no way that we can fight against this system or to change anything. And I think that that's a very weak and submissive type of posture to have when addressing white supremacists. It's just all around weak. That's not what you expect from somebody that spends their time constantly talking about white supremacy. You expect them to confront white supremacy, not bow down to it and give it all kinds of praise while denigrating your own people by talking about how weak black people are. And the thing that made it even worse is that you had this guy, this white supremacist, and this host that was mediating the discussion, basically laughing at Tariq Nasheed, looking at him as a clown, as a fool, as a joke, because they were citing different things, and instead of coming back with information, this guy Tariq Nasheed was just speaking in generalities. He was winging it. And you know what winging it is, like when you haven't done your homework, you haven't done your research, and you come to a debate unprepared. So you wing it, and that's what he was trying to do. And he failed miserably. And I hate to say this. I hate to say that this is what happened. I would rather be in a situation where I could say Tariq Nasheed destroyed this guy. But we can't say that here. These people were laughing at him. And not only was he praising these white supremacists, he was talking about, using language like yes, sir, when talking to this guy, Jared Taylor. A damn white supremacist, a man who got on there talking about separatism, talking about the need for black people to be sent somewhere else or to have some separate place from white people. He's saying yes, sir, to this motherfucker. Why, I mean, I'm sorry, man. I just got to be blunt with this. Why are you saying yes, sir, to this white supremacist? I've never heard Tariq Nasheed talk to a black person like that in such a respectful kind of way. He's talking to this damn white supremacist like that. Come on, man. We got to expect better from you, man. You have to do better than that. And this white supremacist was talking about black people being more violent because black people have a lower IQ and high testosterone and less of an ability to delay gratification. And Tariq Nasheed had no solid rebuttal to that ridiculous pseudo-scientific racism. He had no response to that. And I think that's horrible, man. You have to be able to rebut this nonsense, man. This guy was talking about these Asians being able to succeed, and Tariq Nasheed was coming back with his, simplistic understanding of white supremacy, failing to adequately address that whole issue about the so-called model minority Asians, or being able to address the issue of like Asian countries like Japan and China excelling and succeeding in a world of global white supremacy. And I think the fundamental problem is when you speak in absolutes, when you speak in ways that are like full of generalizations. That's how these guys were able to run circles around you in that debate, because you were oversimplistic in your analysis of racism and so-called white supremacy. So, those are just my thoughts. There's no need to spend much time on that discussion. For those of you who have not seen Tariq Nasheed's debate, I'll post a link in the description box so that you can watch it for yourself. But for those of you who have seen it, tell me what you thought about that debate. I think that overall Tariq Nasheed failed miserably. And it's a damn shame that he let these damn white supremacists laugh in his face. And then while they're laughing in his face, he's giving them all kinds of praise about how powerful they are and how smart they are and how weak black people are. Come on, man. Come on. You got to do better than that. But anyway, those are some of my thoughts in a nutshell about that debate. Tell me what y'all think. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.